Bienvenidos cafeteros a Café en Mano Podcast, el podcast que diariamente te hace sentir como si te estuvieras dando un café, pero auditivamente. El café que te brinda inspiración, motivación y evolución. Aquí hay varias maneras de consumir este podcast. Incluye los Medio Pocillos, que son monólogos en la cual comparto mi pensar de diferentes temas. A lo mejor eres una persona más de conversaciones. Están las random sesiones, que son conversaciones de temas totalmente random. Y por último, están las entrevistas, hablando de los momentos más profundos del desarrollo de diferentes tipos de personas. Ahora, coge tu café en mano, disfruta, relájate y vamos a empezar lo que hay para hoy. El podcast es traído a ustedes por Puerto Rico Sin Filtro. Puerto Rico Sin Filtro te ayuda a ti con tu negocio, con tu marca personal y especialmente con tu podcast. Yo soy parte del equipo de PR Sin Filtro y si entras a cafemanopodcast.com y ves el botoncito de reservar consulta, vas a ver todos los servicios que ofrecemos. Ya hemos ayudado a gente con los intros, haciendo su podcast, creando sus páginas, bueno, con un montón de cosas. Así que acuérdate, me escribes a mí en Don Juan del Campo en todas las redes o entra a cafemanopodcast.com para más información. Por si no sabías, Café en Mano es parte de la red de podcast de PR Sin Filtro. Si entras a prsinfiltro.com/podcast, ahí están todos los podcasts que poco a poco la familia sigue creciendo. Ahora mismo está el Pocket con Ana Resto, repara tu crédito y mejora tus finanzas. Y si te pasas preguntando por qué el cielo es azul, por qué caen rayos o hasta qué velocidad viaja la luz, explicando todo eso en Arroz con Pollo, Curiosidad Científica, Agustín Valenzuela te explica. Entra a prsinfiltro.com/podcast para que veas la familia de podcast de PR Sin Filtro y escríbenos para ver cómo tu podcast puede ser parte de la red.
Señoras y señores, pueblo de Puerto Rico,
Y bienvenidos a la gente que no es de Puerto Rico a este programa
que se llama Café en Mano. Pues el animador, señoras y señores, se llama Juan Víctor.
Gracias, Comay, por ese intro. Bueno, el día de hoy quiero dejarles con un clip que encontré sobre nuestro miedo a ser grandiosos. ¿Por qué realmente nosotros nos damos estas excusas o las razones por las cuales nosotros no decidimos echar para adelante? El canal de YouTube se los recomiendo, me gusta mucho y he sacado un montón de clips de ahí, un montón de inspiración de diferentes temas que ponen. Se llama After School, SKOOL. Él como coge, la manera de él de compartir sus clips son con dibujos. Como que él coge diferentes speeches o diferentes fragmentos de diferentes libros y él los visualiza. Le hace unos dibujos bien nítidos. Así que se los dejo aquí. Vean el video, les voy a dejar las notas en el episodio del YouTube si tienen tiempo. Y si no, pues escúchenlo para que vean lo nítido que está.
Within each and every one of us is an impulse to achieve greatness, to reach our highest potential, but few among us achieve anything of great worth. Why is this? If we all want to be rich, successful, influential, or famous, how come so few of us do? While there are various reasons for this, the primary cause is we fear our own greatness. That's right, we fear our own maximum potential far more than we fear being insignificant. 20th century psychologist Abraham Maslow said, "We are generally afraid to become that which we can glimpse in our most perfect moments. We enjoy and even thrill to the godlike possibilities we see in ourselves, and yet we simultaneously shiver with weakness, awe, and fear before these very same possibilities." Maslow called this fear of greatness the Jonah complex, named after the biblical character Jonah, who attempted to flee from the fate bestowed upon him by God. But why do we shy away from greatness? The reason is that human beings have a primal fear of being isolated. We don't fear greatness, we fear being alone. When we strive for greatness, we become separated from the herd. In becoming great, an individual actualizes their potential and develops skills and abilities that set them apart from everyone else. Standing out can stimulate feelings of loneliness. The more unique you become, the more you lose the protection of the crowd. This fear causes us to establish a greater connection with society by rejecting much of what makes us unique. We shy away from greatness so we can fit in and be like everyone else. Conversely, humans have another deeply ingrained fear that drives us, which is the fear of conformity. There is a type of psychological death that occurs when we fully conform to societal norms. The more we conform, the more we lose our individuality and sense of self. It is the fear of conformity that drives humans to develop their potential, become great, and stand apart from everyone else. The life of each person alternates between the impulse to individuate and the impulse to conform. The greater we become, the more isolated we feel, and thus we retreat into the safety of conformity. The more we conform, the more internal angst builds up in the need to differentiate ourselves. People are tossed back and forth between these two impulses their entire lives. For most people, the fear of greatness is much more terrifying than the fear of conforming. We are more afraid of standing out or daring to be different. The safety of conformity is a much easier place to spend your time compared to navigating the dark, lonely waters of doing something extraordinary. This explains why so many are willing to accept a life far below their potential. This is why so many settle to be like everyone else. Abraham Maslow made a habit of asking his students who among them would write a great novel or become a great leader. He discovered that generally, everyone starts giggling, blushing, and squirming until I ask, if not you, then who else? Which of course is the truth. If you deliberately plan to be less than you are capable of being, then I warn you that you'll be deeply unhappy for the rest of your life. You'll be evading your own capacities, your own abilities. Maslow thought that the awkwardness displayed by his students was the inability to fathom the godlike possibilities within for too long without succumbing to the fear that such arrogance could lead to unhealthy delusions of grandeur. People tend to gravitate to the opposite extreme and imagine themselves as insignificant, incapable of achieving anything of profound impact. So, is there a healthy balance? Can you achieve greatness without isolating yourself? Somewhere between humility and arrogance is a healthy median. On the one end, you have arrogant people who believe they are better than others. They have an exaggerated view of their importance and an inflated ego. But it takes a certain amount of arrogance to pull yourself out of the crowd to reach for something great. The belief that you are capable of achieving something extraordinary. But arrogance without humility will lead to delusion and loneliness. Humility, on the other hand, is the belief that you are not important, not special, not unique, or in other words, being humble. Humility alone will lead to nothing ever getting accomplished. If you are too humble, you'll become self-deprecating and never strive to do something great. So the healthy technique is confidence. Confident people believe in themselves and know what they are capable of. They strive to achieve godlike abilities while maintaining the modest understanding of their limitations. Confidence comes from being great, but not thinking you were great. Being better, but never thinking you were better. Confidence is derived from within, not by comparing yourself to others. In society, we admire those who are confident, those who are capable, yet humble. We respect leaders who are accomplished, yet kind. So the key to success and happiness is to find a healthy balance and be confident in yourself. The inspiration for this video comes from Academy of Ideas, a brilliant educational resource that aims to reignite the teachings of history's greatest philosophers, scientists, and economists. Please visit their YouTube channel for more insightful videos.
Bueno, hasta ahí los dejo. Espero que les haya gustado el episodio de hoy. Acuérdense de hacer todo lo bonito, darle share, darle like, escribirme a mí para más sugerencias de episodios. Chequense los videos en YouTube que estoy haciendo de perreo motivante. Los últimos 2 podcasts que saqué están en YouTube. Tienen muchas referencias visuales, así que se lo pueden disfrutar mucho más. Nada, gente, hasta mañana y seguimos.